Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, as you get a look at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. Room here to run. C.J. Anderson. And all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. The first play from scrimmage. Some of these people haven't even taken their seat.
That's what is commonly known as a fast start. That's what my horse racing friends would say. They caught a flyer out of the gate. And guess what? They're in the lead now.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Carr going to try and throw on third down. And he finds Cook. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
In motion left goes Cooks. On second down, Rawls. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. Throwing his car on third down. And able to find Conley. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shane Ray coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. So the Broncos coming out now. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On second down, Anderson. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. And got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Now a play fake here on first down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second down following the run. They run it again with Anderson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Sanders has it over the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now the former Utah man, this is Devontae Booker. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now Anderson running right, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. C.J. Anderson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
5 yards on the pickup. Shotgun now for Carr. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Carr now on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So Rawls appears to be shaken up. He remains down. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. 2nd down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Now a play fake. Carr letting one fly deep for Cook. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Here we go now.
They start the drive with Anderson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. 10th carry now for Anderson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
3rd down now. It's C.J. Anderson. C.J. with a nifty move. Past the 20, and all the way down to the 7-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Here we go now. Leopard.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So the D gets the sack on first, and now it brings up 2nd down. So a collective holding of breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. C.J. Anderson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Carr going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
637.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Wolfe in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. 20, 10, and they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. Uses the spin. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, and the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position of throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. It's caught by Treadwell. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The Broncos on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on third down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Running again, and again it's Booker. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Carr. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Shane Ray. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, Yeah, they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A big play that time for the Raiders. 46 yards on the ground. Throwing on first down is Carr. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
On second down, Washington. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Carr. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And it's a fumble. The Broncos say they have it. They do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Again, Anderson. And some room to work. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Green 39! Green 39!
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And the Raiders have got him. Khalil Mack coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. toe here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. CJ with a nifty move. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And they're going to have a third down. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Broncos on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. And McManus able to put it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
And now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
They go play action here on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. Dances by him.
There's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
They give it to Anderson. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never
could strip. The ball's out. The Broncos say they have it. They do. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can.
C.J. Anderson, and all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson, 30 yards. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He finds Coleman. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. From the gun, Carr. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Carr now on first down. Coleman has it here right side. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On play action, now Carr. He'll buy some time right. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And able to find Conley. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Carr to throw again. Flush to... And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Derek Carr, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And this one's incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Hard throw, incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fielded at the 20. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders get a score closer. So they're going to go for 2.
Go Chiefs. Lie down. Down. Go Chiefs. 6:37.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so C.J. Anderson. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big-time run there by Anderson. 52 yards on the ground. On first down, looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you described that, because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then because of that.
Booker coughs it up, and the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Nowhere to throw on second down. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 10 more there and another first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Fifth catch of the game for him there. Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Handoff comes to Anderson. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's caught by Treadwell. And he's got some space here. It's a big play there on third down. 51 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
They'll hand off to Booker. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
To the ground. This time it's Anderson. He takes it to the 15. A flashy move, but little to show for it. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. Defense showing blitz. They'll run it. This is Booker. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Here we go now. Green 39. Watching now, Barney.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. The offense on 3rd down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Benjamin Watson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
On 1st down, Carr. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 and enemy territory. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Fresh set of downs here. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Wolfe in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now a play fake. Carr. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Going to try and throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And some room to maneuver. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first. Throwing on first down is Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Anthony Walker in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On second down, here's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Raiders on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Shotgun now for Carr. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Now Anderson, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bifema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Here's Anderson. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now a run with Anderson. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
All right, here we go. 3-19. All right, now, look at 50. Over. Here we go. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Watch the shit.
third down. Booker. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
The play clock's running down, so they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This will be taken at the 10. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Elsewhere across the league, fourth quarter action in Los Angeles. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Throwing now is Carr, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. A win would be their 2nd on the young season.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Completes it right side to Cooper. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down. Carr going to throw. He finds Coleman. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it'll give the Raiders a 1st down. From the gun, it's Carr. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Wolfe in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th now in Carson. And give that one to the Cardinals as they wind up winners. A win would be their 1st of the young season. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. 3rd down here. The Raiders on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Operating from the gun. Carr. And that is incomplete.
Quick hands that time to knock that one away. It sure looked like a short touchdown, but able to get a good break on the football and force the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are close to finishing off this football game. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner, and just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator.